Good morning, Raptor Freaks. Alexios here. Tuesday, classic Jurassic Raptor Freak Tuesday trivia going on today. Last one before the season starts up. So, yeah, we're going to do it now. Get it done now. That's right. Yeah, I didn't put the stream up right away just because I didn't want to divulge who the person was that was going to be on the stream today as the trivia subject. And now you know, that's right. Getting ready for the season. Of course, it's our color analyst, Mr. Alvin Williams. That's right. That is who we're doing here today. His jersey is behind me right there. That is him behind me right there. Just news and notes to get some time so people can come in and join for the trivia. I know it's been just, I put it up right at the last second, right before. So you guys are just getting in here right away. Really wanted to hide who I was doing right up until the very time when I was doing trivia. So now you guys know, and let's do some news and notes. Yesterday was an extension deadline last night for Pascal Siakam. This is from Josh Lewenberg's Twitter. No extension for Pascal Siakam ahead of tonight's deadline, I'm told. His current contract runs through 2023-24, and he'll be extension eligible again next summer and will be eligible for a Supermax extension if he makes the All-NBA team again this season. This is a bet on himself, not getting the extension done yesterday before midnight last night. Speaking of betting on oneself, Fred VanVleet is extension eligible until the end of the season, though I'm also expecting him to wait it out. He can sign up to 114 million for 4 years right now, or opt out this summer and become an unrestricted free agent, where his max with the Raptors could be worth $230 million over 5 years. Yeah, so there you go. That is the news on the extension stuff from Josh Lewenberg's Twitter. And yeah, nothing done. And this really is in the best interest of Pascal and Freddie, that they want to have a year this year where they kick some ass and they can get paid and stuff like that. They win another championship this year. Yeah, they're going to get paid. And rightfully so. ESPN has their season preview out for this season. They went through and did all 30 of the teams. And I'm just going to skip to what they said about us and look at it and really get mad at them. They have us ranked 15th overall in the whole entire NBA. Once again, they put us right in the middle. They know if they could put us 20th or lower, they would, but they can't. So they put us at 15. That is disrespectful. Honestly, we're not right in the middle of the whole league. We're in the top third of the league. We are in the top 10, if not the top 5. And we were going to show y'all that we're one of the top 5 teams in the NBA very, very quickly this season. So NBA, you get ready for the Raptors. Just because y'all don't understand them, you don't understand what we're doing. We don't want you to fully understand what we're doing. We're just going to do it to you. And then you'll be like, what the fuck did they just do to us? That's what we're looking to do this year. So ranking us 15th, ESPN, seriously? Golly, get your head out of your ass. This is what they wrote about us, and let's really just make fun of it. When we last saw them, when do you see us, ESPN? You do not look at us. You do not watch us. The injury ravaged Raptors fell against the Sixers in the first round. That's fair. We were injury ravaged. There were some weird injuries where they won games 4 and 5 after falling down 3-0 in the series before losing a lopsided game 6. That's kind of mean, but true. That game 6, we did not bring the right effort to stay alive in that series. And that is the whole reason why part of the reason why we didn't beat Philadelphia is we didn't keep our really intense behavior in game 4 and 5 to stay alive in game 6. We let our guard down and they kicked our butt. So that's all fair, ESPN, sure. Still, it was an impressive season for Toronto, which saw Pascal Siakam return to All-NBA status and Scottie Barnes win Rookie of the Year. Okay, we'll take that. Their win-loss projections for us are 47 and 35 is what they think our record will be. Another person thinks that we'll be 50-32. I like that. 50 wins. That's what we're going for. An improvement on last year. And then the odds book has us at 47.5 wins. So that, a lot of people are saying we're only going to get just a little bit less than what we got last year. They're not paying attention. We weren't healthy last year in the beginning of the season and stuff like that. And then they got our Raptors ranked from the top 10, top 100 over the NBA. 30 Pascal, Fred VanVleet 38, Scottie 39, OG 75. Of course, Gary should be in the top 100 also. Most impactful offseason move, adding Otto Porter Jr. By default, the only move to change the makeup of the roster this offseason was the signing of Otto Porter from the defending champion Warriors, adding another 6'8" wing to a team virtually only made up of them at this point. Like, that is, listen, all right, there's a couple insults in there. This is the only move we made. We got Wancho, and I don't know. You guys are going to wake up and see that we got a new player named Koloko. And the sooner you realize that and understand that, U.S. media, you'll be like, oh, okay, they did get somebody this summer, not just Otto Porter. But yeah, this is kind of a dig at us, adding another 6'8" wing to a team virtually only made up of them at that point. Motherfucker, you're jealous. You wish you had a team that was almost all just 6'9". Seriously, this is why you write this like this. Just because you don't understand that Scottie Barnes is a point guard and that Pascal Siakam can handle the ball, Precious Achua can, OG Anunoby can, doesn't, what the fuck? You guys are always slighting us just because we're innovative and we're changing. You're going to slight this and you're going to insult it with the way you wrote this, Zach Lowe, or whoever the fuck wrote this, Tim Bontemps. And then you know what's going to happen? Oh, the rest of the league is going to copycat what we're doing. So you go ahead and slide it in print right now. Just understand, just because you don't understand it, this is very much the fringe of science and cutting edge stuff. Most people don't understand the fringe and cutting edge of science because it's coming in and they don't know it. They don't understand it. Well, you don't have to understand it, ESPN, because you're going to understand it on the court soon enough against all the other NBA teams about why. While they were thrown into the mix in discussions about every big name player available, most notably Kevin Durant, Toronto remained quiet this summer. Yeah, we were smart. We didn't get involved in that dumpster fire burning out of control in Brooklyn. And you know what? I'm glad we didn't take the bait on some silly ass move for Salt and Pepper Man there. No, we do not want him. The Raptors do have a decision on Fred VanVleet, who is a year away from free agency, though both he and the Raptors have said they want their partnership to continue. All right, yeah, don't sully that weirdness with that. 2022-23 is a make or break season for OG Anunoby. This is what they think. Okay. It's been an odd couple of seasons for Anunoby, who has only played a combined 91 games this past 2 years due to various injuries. His offensive production has increased every season of his career, and he remains an elite wing defender. But injuries have raised questions about his future in Toronto. Anunoby turned 25 in July and should just be entering his prime, making his situation one of the NBA's most intriguing. Well, I hope you were watching on Friday night in Montreal, ESPN, so you can get your answers about that a little bit from that game. You go ahead and go watch that game. You can find out. Here's some more from this section that ESPN wrote about us. Quote that will define their season. This is a quote by Masai Ujiri. I think in this organization, we've always wanted to preach patience. We want to win. We're expecting to win. Honestly, we can't react to what's going on in the league. Yeah, we see other teams. We study all of that. But in terms of our plan, it's to grow our young players and continue to develop and see where that takes us. So this is what they wrote about what his comment is. This is Tim Bontemps. Fuck you, Tim Bontemps. The Raptors are stuck in the in-between, which is why ESPN's all-in tiers determined Toronto was all in on, well, nothing. Fuck you, ESPN. We are not all in on nothing. And this is the part of the journalism that makes Raptor fans think that we aren't doing shit and we're not going to be able to compete or anything. This is bullshit. We are a top 5 team in this league, and y'all are going to find out soon enough. That season starts today, and we're going to start tomorrow, and we're going to let all y'all know who the fuck we are because y'all don't understand. You think we're just a bunch of 6'9" men standing around doing nothing? You can find out who the Raptors are real quick, Tim Bontemps. You think we're all in on nothing? You do not know. OG Anunoby doesn't shoot to not miss. Shoot to miss. We don't play to lose. What do you think we're doing up here? Wasting time, calling it we're all in on nothing. We're in on something, and we're going to show y'all because we're going to go get it. And we're going to take it from this league before it's done. I cannot stand the way they write about us down there. It also says Toronto does have the luxury of going in any direction. That's right. We got flexibility. A lot of teams do not have that, including just letting young players like Scottie Barnes grow. The question for this season is whether the Raptors will prove they have enough to compete now in rapidly improving East, or if they'll have to start looking at shifting their timeline. Fuck you, Tim Bontemps, and fuck you, ESPN, with your bullshit. That's what I'm going to say right there about that. All right, let me look at y'all's comments real quick, and we'll get in the trivia pretty quick. I had to change the stream because I put in you can only comment every minute, and I was like, that can't work. I can't do that to them on trivia day, where they got to wait a minute to put the answers in. No, it wouldn't work for trivia. That's why I had to redo the room real quick. Because I realized I was like, that's not going to work for our trivia format. Let's see. Logical saying T minus live. Bam, right there. I didn't even give you a chance to do the countdown, Mike. I'm sorry. I put it up right at the last second, like literally at 9:30. I put it up. Salute to you, sir. Let's see. I cooked on this Fred VanVleet extension stuff in the summer, and that's pretty the facts regarding this extension. Cool. Yeah, reading it straight from Lewinberg's Twitter. I won't get any of the facts wrong. Randolph Phillips, good morning to you. My favorite channel, the Raptor Freaks. Blessing. Good to be back in Canada. Awesome, Randolph Phillips. Glad you had safe travels and you're back home, back in the greatest country in the world. Canada, that's right, U.S. You can't say you're the greatest country in the world anymore. We took that spot from y'all because y'all have been acting out. All right, Raymond Jacobs here. I know Raymond Jacobs will be playing. Only 4 watching. Guess I'm killing it. This trivia. Oh, yeah. Alvin Williams' middle name is. Oh, he's about to answer the first question. Monique saying, not on here for long. Good morning, but we'll listen this evening before the game. Let's go. All right, Monique, have a great day. I know you're busy, and I hope that everything goes smoothly and you just have a perfect day, Monique. I love you. Raymond Jacobs saying, I jinxed it. Don't worry, Raymond. You'll probably get that one. Let's see. Salute to Mo. Isaac Campbell's here. ESPN spelled number 1. Toronto Raptors champions 2023. Wrong. That's right. Toronto Raptors NBA champions 2023. Toronto Raptors NBA champions 2023. Just say it into existence more and more every day. Every day. Tom Duke saying season starts tomorrow. Let's go. Yes, Tom Duke with the 5 Raptor lineup. Salute to Tom Duke official. Yes, always salute to Tom Duke. Thank you, Tom, for all the things you're doing for me on the channel. I really appreciate you. Stuff like that. Let's see. W for Not America Media. Yeah. I don't even know why I read that stuff. I think it's just part of like, let's see what stupid shit ESPN has posted about us now. And let's just talk about it real quick. We're all in for nothing. Really? You go ask Fred VanVleet what he's all in on. His whole motto is bet on yourself. Yeah, it's not yours, Chet. Fuck you, Chet Holmgren, trying to make your saying bet on yourself. I think Fred's actually got it trademarked, and you found that out real quick when he came in on draft day and said, I'm going to bet on myself. I'm like, whoa. That's proprietary words from Mr. Mr. Fred VanVleet. He is betting on himself already, and I think he has it on a shirt already, so you can't really say that. I'm sorry, it's copyrighted. But yeah, what is he thinking? We're all in on nothing? What is this? What is this all in on nothing? Just because you guys can't figure it out? Just because y'all are too stupid to figure out what we're doing up here? I mean, really, can't you just Brian Winders, 1 + 1 is 2 in the air with your fingers? ESPN was like, what are the Raptors doing up there with their 6'9" roster? Could it be they're trying to win a championship? What the fuck do you think? We're all in for nothing, ESPN. Just a big FU to ESPN as usual right now. Yeah. All right, let's keep going. Logical Raptors Fanatics saying science, baby. Bam, science and the muscle of science. Science will always win against fantasy. Science will always win against fiction. That's why they come together as science fiction. Yeah, that's them on the same team. Okay, Tom Duke is saying TNT crew all signed 10-year long term contract extensions. I'm very happy about this, guys. They really are one of the greatest quartets in sports broadcasting history. Ernie Johnson, Kenny Smith, Charles Barkley, and Shaquille O'Neal. But listen, I am so happy that Charles did this because he almost got lured away by that renegade golf company Live or whatever that the Saudis were running or stuff like that. That would have been such a huge mistake, Charles, if you had gone and taken that money and started calling golf. What the fuck do you know about golf? We can ask Michael Jordan. You don't know how to play golf. So what the fuck would you be commentating on golf for, Charles, this summer? Thank God you did not take that contract and go work for a company that's kind of fucked up. I wouldn't know. If I was a golfer or anybody, I wouldn't work for Live because it's sponsored by terrorist country, Saudi Arabia, that kills people and is really bad. Just because they have money doesn't mean you got to kiss their ass. Well, fuck that. They're fucking bad the way they run their country over there. Fuck that shit. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I'm so happy to see Charles and them back in the fold for more time. You can't break this band up. Come on, you cannot break this band up. These guys got to stay together and show them the money. Yes, show them the money. All right, Logical saying I concur on OG's make or break season. See, this is the thing. I don't like this because you're amping up pressure on him. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, if he has the same kind of season that he's had the last couple of years where he gets hurt, that's out of his control. So I think this is dumb. This is ESPN making some dumb thing. And if he doesn't have a very good year, does that mean we get rid of him? No, it doesn't. So it's kind of silly to bring this drama or pressure on him. Oh, it's a make or break season for OG. No, it's not. Come on. If he doesn't play well, we have the option to move him. That's basically it. But he's going to be a good NBA player. It's not like he's going to get cut or be out of the league or anything. Yeah, it's just over dramatized. Is basically what they're saying. Oh, OG's in a make or break season. Oh no! Oh no! Don't break OG. I understand why you agree with it, Mike. But it really is dramatization. Ooh, make or break. Ooh, oh no. I think it's silly. If you don't get what I'm saying right now. Not gonna lie, Lex. All in on or nothing means. Not gonna lie, Lex. All in on nothing mentioned. We have like unlimited options. Was the placement logic? No, they're saying that we're that what they're characterizing us as is being a middle pack team, very much like Shaq and Charles. So we have no superstars, and that we can't get to a new level without having a superstar. So they're saying that we're one of these middle teams that just plays for nothing in the middle. Like we'll be good, but we're not good enough to really compete, and that we're kind of like in the the mode to compete, even though they can't see us competing in their own brain. So they think that we're just all in for nothing. That's what they kind of mean. It doesn't really mean that. Sure, they're saying that we have the flexibility, but they think that we're just like stupid because we're like, okay, they can't get anywhere with what they're doing with their team makeup. And what are they doing? They're just confused. Well, they don't know. They don't pay attention enough. That's for damn sure. They really don't. Leslie saying ESPN needs to be canceled from Canadian fans. That is not very Canadian of me. That's all right, Leslie. Sometimes you have to, give a little bit of the energy back the way that the energy comes to you and stuff like that. I totally get that. Sue saying, good morning, everyone. I am not staying for trivia, but thought I would drop in and say hi to everyone. Have a great day, freaks. Have a great day, Sue. I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday today. I think it's pretty sunny, although a little overcast out there in Toronto right now. Salute to Sue and Leslie. Yes, that's right. I love it. Okay, let's see. Raymond saying technically Switzerland is rated number one country. Never been yet. Actually, I believe that. Switzerland is a very small country and they stick to their own business. They're a neutral country. They don't like get involved in stuff. And so they've been smart. They just, sometimes that's the way to live your life. Just stick to your own shit and not get involved in everybody else's and stuff like that. Good morning, Raptor Free Crew from Cool Cat. Good to see you. Lolita is saying U.S. media doesn't watch Raptor games. So what do they know? Just don't listen or watch them. Waste your time. Well, part of why I like to read that is because there are going to be fans up here that will see it. And I just want to kind of like give a realistic kind of like from our point of view what they're saying and just like not buy into this stuff. If you really think we're all in for nothing this season as a Raptor fan, please don't think that way. Change your idea of what you expect from us and come with us. Pie in the sky. We're going to win a championship this year. Believe like the Raptor freaks are believing this year. We really believe. We have to because that's the only thing we want is championships. That's right. Cool Cat saying, my staycation is over and I'm back at work. I hate hearing that. But you know what? If you can have some fun at work, you're listening to me at work, that's not bad. That's pretty good. Paul B saying, so ready for opening night. Need to start with a W this season. No Goran to ruin it again. Yeah, no bad vibes with Goran Dragic on the team. The vibes are immaculate. In fact, last night there was a function for the Nick Nurse Foundation. They had a night of music and they had Neo singing there. Classic R&B singer Neo hitting the high notes and throwing it down on the stage. And the Raptors were like, I heard Precious was on a Instagram in a little story, and he said, "This is the old school shit, y'all. This is the good shit." Is what he's saying to these kids that are on the team. If you guys know who this guy is, this is the good old shit. Is like what Precious was saying to like Jeff Doughton Jr. and Ron Harper and stuff like that. The Raptors all together once again in the evening at a team function. It was Nick Nurse's foundation, a night of music with Neo and the new power generation. They're friends with Nick now because they came and played his music night. So Prince's old band is real tight with Nick Nurse, obviously, at this point, because they're hanging out with each other and they're palling around. Well, all the Raptors were there, it seems like. Well, most of them at least. And there's some really cool footage from last night of Scottie Barnes wearing a nice black dress shirt and black slacks, and him just getting down to some Fergalicious. That's right. They were playing some Fergie over the music, and you see Scottie getting sturdy out on the dance floor, just dancing myself. So you go ahead and check out the Scottie Barnes dance footage from last night at Nick Nurse Foundation function last night. Very fun event, it looks like. And I love seeing all the Raptors there having a good time and stuff like that, and bonding and just having fun together. That's why we haven't seen Scottie on Twitch for the last 2 days. It's been all team functions and practices. They're really getting into the season ahead. And I'm sure today they'll be practicing just as hard to get ready for game tomorrow night and stuff like that. Tomorrow preview, 9:30 a.m. You know it. You know it. Let's see. All right. Yeah. Tom Duke is agreeing with Paul B. And I agree with both of them also. Prayers for Cool Cat at work. Going good. Yeah. Paul B. Cook on. Yes. Paul B. saying Jalen Harris needs a phone call from Masai. Well, what? Come and play on 905 maybe? I mean, Paul, man, some ways we got to just let Jalen go. We got to let him go, man. we catched and released him at this point. It's like, oh, release, and like it's like a fish. He's in the water. He's gone. He's living the water fish life. Stuff like that. I don't know. Isaac Campbell saying, I think Scottie being vocal with the refs is great. Grow loud and confident. I like this, Isaac, too. Well, we want him to have a relationship with the refs, as far as hopefully a good one where they are friendly and not acrimonious, like maybe Kyle Lowry. So, yeah, I agree. I think that communicating with them, especially as a young player, will hopefully help him over the long run in his NBA career and stuff like that. So I kind of agree with this, especially if he's not getting texts. That's when we know he stepped out of bounds, is if they're like, they start doing that. Then we're like, okay, Scottie, dial it back. Don't we like, because he does a little bit of that. He's very demonstrative when he's kind of pleading his case to the referees. He's like, there's a lot of that kind of stuff. Let's see. Yeah. Randolph Phillips saying more trouble for the Charlotte Hornets. Hornets guard James Bouknight arrested for DWI after being found unconscious in a parking deck. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these Hornets are a huge dumpster fire. They've been a top 5 dumpster fire this summer for sure. Between this ugliness from Bridges, LaMelo Ball is in some ways a dumpster fire, even though he's a superstar. I mean, Montrezl Harrell, he left the team, but he did kind of start it off with the, 4 pounds of pot in Kentucky this summer and stuff like that. Yeah, Michael Jordan's got to be real impressed with his young talent. Real impressed. He loves y'all's professionalism and stuff like that. The crazy thing about Bouknight is, Randolph, this is his 4th charge in like a year. He has like 4 reckless driving and DUIs. And take this from somebody who has this kind of record himself from his drinking career and drinking and driving. I got a lot of these charges too. James Bouknight has a problem. He's an alcoholic. He needs to get substance abuse counseling and he needs to get his license taken from him. Yeah, that's what they did to me, and it worked. So Bouknight, man, listen, you're a knucklehead. I saw it last year when you talked to your coach a certain way, and just the way you were acting. You're a knucklehead, and I feel bad for you. But yeah, the Hornets are awful. I stand by picking them 15th in the Eastern Conference. This just is more evidence, really. Really. Dizzy B's here. Good to see you, David. Good morning, fellow freaks. I hope you're ready for the fantasy league starting up tonight. Check y'all's rosters and get your roster set. Make sure you don't miss any Warriors, Lakers, Sixers, or Celtics that will be playing on the court tonight, and get those stats added in there. And you guys can see how the rotisserie will work tonight. You will see it. In fact, I think they have a live stat tracker that you can follow in real time and see how it jumps between the points and when things happen on the court. You'll see how it works very much right from the start, y'all. So enjoy that tonight with the first game, the Sixers and the Celtics. You will see it. If you have any Sixers or Celtics players, put them in your lineup and get to see how the fantasy will work. Good luck to you this year, Dizzy B. That's right. Hot Take Jay's here. Let's see what Hot Take Jay's hot take is for the day. Listening to you at work, it's 7:51 a.m. here in Calgary. Awesome. So you're out in Alberta. Awesome, Hot Take Jay. Well, I appreciate everybody who's watching and listening for anywhere. We've had people listening in Jakarta, people listening in Zimbabwe, people listening in the Hong Kong, all over the world. People are listening to the Raptor Free. Maybe a very small percentage, but there are people all around listening. And I hope you have a fantastic Tuesday, Hot Take Jay, out there in Calgary, home of Brett the Hitman Hart and the Hart family. Yes, I love the Harts. They're the best. Yeah. Where is he? He's right here. Here's my Bret Hart. Yeah, Calgary, Alberta, Canada, baby. That's right. He is this hero in that city there, Bret Hart. All right, let's see. Logical saying vibe check. Yep, we're on full this year. The vibe checks are immaculate. They're immaculate. It was really immaculate with the Neo playing last night. And it's like Precious is like trying to drop knowledge on the kids. And even though he's a kid, he's like, y'all, this is old school stuff. If you know this stuff, it's like, it's the way he's talking about Neo. It's hilarious. Oh, so good. So good. All right, let's keep going. Cool Cat saying, I'm listening, might not be interactive. I see clips of our boy Scottie. Yeah, you saw him dancing? Yeah, he looks so happy. Well, they're ready. The vibes are good. Are we sure that he would appreciate folks taking personal pics of him and sharing on social media? It felt a bit invasive. That's true, Cool Cat. I was thinking about this a little bit myself, unless it was one of the other Raptors or something like that. But that was a little weird because it didn't seem like he was aware of people filming him dancing and stuff like that. You may be right and stuff like that. That was wasn't cool at all. That was an invasion of privacy with Scottie dancing on the dance floor in his nice black shirt. I don't know. They haven't been posting anything from the last 2 nights. A lot of them. It was really a few of them. Christian, Precious, were kind of doing stuff on social media from the party on Sunday night. But and then Precious once again was posting stuff at the Neo concert last night. But a lot of them aren't posting stuff, and a lot of them are at these events. I mean, there was Delano was there. There was a few other ones that did post stuff of the stage and stuff like that, but not really of each other and stuff like that. But I appreciate the Precious content from Sunday night with him and OG at the DJ booth and stuff like that. And it's nice to see Scottie dancing, but you may be right. Somebody may have filmed that and he was not cool about it. Although, he's very proud of his dancing. And he doesn't look totally horrible in it. So he's just going to be like, oh, yeah, well, I'm just dancing. At least I look good when I'm doing it and stuff like that. But I thought about that too, that maybe this is like not totally being filmed with his permission. Who knows? But he is kind of in a public space. And, people are going to have phones and stuff like that. So he may understand that may happen. Let's see. Precious and Delano share their own pics, which is fine. Yeah, there's a difference. Like, who was that account that posted Scottie dancing? I'm wondering about that. Yeah, that's a good question for sure. Yeah, who knows? Glamma D's here. Twitch family, represent. Good morning to you, Glamma D. Isaac Campbell saying 479, But you were at 480 subs. Must have been a Boston fan. I don't know. Sometimes I have a little flip back and a flip up and something like, I don't know. Maybe I, sometimes piss somebody off all of a sudden because I say something political. You know that, Isaac, or something. I don't know. I'm not really. I hate how I can see it so much. I wish it was hidden still because I do kind of obsess about it. And I do kind of feel, oh no, I lost a sub. But, also I'm kind of like, who gives a shit? It's going to go up and down the way it is. And it's trending up. That's the most important thing. Stuff like that. 20 away, 20 away. I'm not sure what that means. Harris is too small for the Raps. Yeah, he is too small for the Raps. He's great in CBL. He could be great in the 905. There's other places. Salute to Dizzy B and Glamour. CC saying Switzerland is not a true nonpartisan country, not true neutrality. Switzerland does what is best for Switzerland under a false perception of neutrality. Look into Switzerland's record on racism. This is good, CC. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Switzerland or anything and stuff like that. You know what? You're probably right. There is a lot of stuff that's really screwed up about the history of Switzerland, especially maybe around World War II and Nazis and different things like that. Yeah, maybe they weren't totally neutral in certain ways. You're probably right. And yeah, I could see them being very xenophobic there. It's kind of the kind of country that like we really want to have just keep our people and our population here and just keep it us because we're not very big and stuff like that. And they kind of have a mountain country where it's kind of like very fortified and stuff like that. So yeah, I could see them being very xenophobic and not very inviting to immigrants and stuff like that. I've been to Switzerland. It's not a bad country. It's very scenic, beautiful and stuff like that. But I'm glad you're keeping it real, CC. And this is what we like on this channel. That we need to be progressive and telling the truth about stuff, especially these days. I love all the stuff that's coming out about the royal family at this point after the Queen's death. It's sad that she died and stuff, but people are talking more real about the royal family and what the monarchy has been in the history of the world and all the ugliness and things about them and how they acquired their wealth. And this is very important to tell the truth about history and not let them like kind of paint history in a more positive way. Like, oh, Columbus Day, everybody sat down and ate and everybody was real happy and they shared food. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Click saying, what happened to James Bouknight? Well, he got drunk. He got behind the wheel of a car and he got another DUI. And apparently it's his fourth one in like the last couple years. So yeah, he's in big trouble. Paul B saying, would you say this is the best roster in Raptors franchise history? We've never had a Scottie talent thrown in NBA champions next to him, throwing a Celtics beatdown in preseason. Best game ever. I don't know. We can test this. We got to see. We're going to start testing it tomorrow. And we'll have to see how it stacks up against like the 2019 championship team or even the year after, the 2020 team that won the most winning percentage and stuff like that. The team without Kawhi and stuff like that. I think it is very comparable. I think that we are very close and that we just got to see with the development of the young guys and how they take jumps and strides this season, where we're at by the end of the year and what we accomplish and stuff like that. So, Paul, I don't think that we're far off. It could be very close. I know I'm going really deep on news stuff before I do the trivia, but we'll get there. Booked in for a night. Logical. That is a very witty pun. Booked in for a night. James booked in for a night. Oh, how witty. Making jokes at somebody's misery. I've been booked in for a couple nights. I know. Click saying the entire Hornets roster is full of young kids who made the NBA but really want to be in the hood and live in the lifestyle that drill rappers glorify. I can see that. They're hip and they're edgy, but you know what? That's not good fundamentals. That's not what Michael wants. I'm telling y'all, why did you build this team this way, Michael? If you knew you're going to just have a bunch of headaches on your team. I mean, I know how this man is. He's pissed. He probably hates his team right now. Like Michael might be like thinking, I need to get out of sports management and ownership right now. I just need to take my money from my Hanes commercials and just sit at home and smoke cigars. Fuck this shit. The Hornets, you're pissing me off. So like that. This is where he's going to get to that point at some point. Oh my gosh. Click saying Logical Raptors fan bot. That's a good one. That is a really good one about the James Bouknight. That is very good. Hitman Hart. Yeah, Hitman. Let's see. Raymond Jacobs saying his name reminds me of Jake's take on here. That kid is cool. I like it when he interviews our guys. Good morning, Seymour Pape. Good to see you, sir. Always a good morning when I see Seymour Pape in the chat. Salute to Seymour. Click saying we will all see the content in open gym episodes. Oh, the dancing. Yeah, all the events the last couple nights will be on open gym. I'm positive. So we will probably still see Scottie dancing, but officially on the Toronto Raptors account in open gym episode. Yeah. Yeah, let's see. Logical saying, click facts. It's a culture thing in Charlotte, in my opinion. I don't know if it's a culture thing about that city. I think it's just the team's makeup and how young they are. There are some interesting things about Charlotte, but I don't think it's that particular city or anything like that. I don't know. Cool Cat said, it was one of our media folks who snapped Scottie, and we know from Twitch he closes down his Twitch access. Yeah, you can't see what he did. I can't see what he did on Saturday afternoon. I can't see what he did last Wednesday because he is not allowing us to see them, watch them later and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. He probably would be okay with that clip though because he doesn't look bad in it, and he's got good dance moves. He'd be like, "Yeah, look at me getting sturdy." And who knows? He may know the person that snapped it, and they may be like okay with doing that. It may be that's an open gym person that did it and they were just given a teaser. They're like, this is too good. We have to show people Scottie's moves. They're too good. We have to show the people. This is what they demand. It could be that. I don't know. If he's pissed off about it, maybe we'll ask him. Maybe we'll ask him next time we see him on Twitch. We'll say, Scottie, were you mad when they posted that video of you dancing at the Nick Nurse Foundation to Fergalicious to Fergie? Raymond saying, nah, it was just a rival fan coming into the sub one time, comment on chat, and then be bizounce. Yeah, who knows? We can look into it any kind of way. I mean, whatever. I don't want to over analyze. Ooh, one little jump back and forth. Hey, well, as long as it's trending up, that's all that matters. 20 away from 500. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there. I started last year at this time. I had only like I had like 20 subs at this time last year. It was crazy how little I had. I really did have only like 20 subs. When I started this channel, I had 4. And Sue was like one of the very first people that subbed to my channel. I had 4 subscriptions when I did my first content. And so I've come a long way, and I really appreciate it, guys. Cool Cat saying Jalen's size might put him at odds for our team moving forward. Delano is used as point guard, shooting guard. Yeah, let's just leave the whole debate about Jalen Harris alone because it's like such old news at this point. He's not coming back. I'm sorry, Paul B. He's not coming back. Yeah, there may be some troll subs. I don't mind troll subs. They all count. They all count. All right, you subbed with your Mike G account too. Awesome. All right. Well, guys, go sub up Logical Raptors Fanatic. His channel is really, really good. Like, I really like the two-way stuff you did this weekend. And I'm looking forward to the second part when you put it out. Let's see. I'm going to move back to using it in chat at some point. Awesome. Hey, either way, man, I don't mind you talking with either account. And just let me know. If I know it's you and it's your name Mike instead, I'll let you know. Let's see. CC saying, thank you, Lex, for educating people. True in reference to World War II. The Swiss create a tier 1 country for quality of life for the Swiss only. Too many people just parrot Switzerland equals neutrality without looking into it. Yeah, I think that's partly because what they're most known for is neutrality, watches, cheese, mountains, the Matterhorn. I don't know. It's just like, but yeah, there's a misnomer about them in their country. There's a lot of issues with xenophobia in Europe right now. That Brexit and different forces there do not want this tide of migration that's happening. And the migration is going to happen. It happens on this continent. It happens over there because of climate change, because of famine, because of exploiting other countries in the Central America for gain by the U.S. Well, you fuck up that country. Those people don't want to live there anymore. And that's why you have caravans. You have people moving and coming into the U.S. and stuff like that. That's why there's war-torn regions in the Middle East and different places. These people do not want to live there, and they want to come to better places where there's better opportunity, or they're escaping war. And, people, the government's going to murder them because they were a dissident. That's why they're on their run, or they're running from Ukraine at this point, because of the war there. So there's a lot of migration happening in this world, and there's going to be even more migration in the future. And it's really because our environment's fucked up. That the weather patterns are going to change and stuff, and certain parts of the world are going to be unlivable that people just can't live there. They cannot make a living or they'll die if they stay there. So a lot of the reasons why people are moving is because they will die if they don't. Whether it's war, famine, whether it's better opportunity for jobs to earn money, this is why they're on the move. And this is the thing, we can have xenophobic border policies and ways of dealing with immigration, but it's not the right way to do it because, in some ways, we're all immigrants. Every single person that's on North America right now that has a skin color of my similar to mine, we are all immigrants. We were all immigrants at some time. So you're going to turn around and shut the door on somebody else when somebody opened the door for you. That's what I'm saying right there. Yeah, CC, I will talk about this stuff till I'm blue in the face because not enough people talk about the truth about these issues and stuff like that. So, Logical saying a team culture, not a city culture. I don't see places like that. Okay, you mean their culture? Okay, yeah. Well, Charlotte is a little weird. And I have some friends that have lived there at different times, and I've been there a couple of times and stuff like that. Okay, I misread what you're saying. I'm glad we got it correct. Yeah, their team culture is weird. It is very weird. Cool Cat saying, so it was Sportsnet media who clipped and posted. Okay, Sportsnet. All right. Who was it? Was it Michael Grange? All right, the OG Sue. Yeah, appreciate Sue for being here from the beginning. Lolita saying, remember that Chuck comment to Jordan that Charlotte's management was no good and Michael got mad. Jordan stopped talking to him after that. Yeah, he probably did tell him the truth, and the truth hurt. And Michael Jordan's like, Charles, we can't talk anymore. It's like, well, it just hit too hard and too like deep as far as the truth and on this. Like, he's like, Charles criticized his team. And Jordan's like, I ain't having this. And he's like not talking to him anymore. I think there's a couple reasons why he's not talking to him. Their friendship is very strained, which sucks. Mike G said, okay, this is your other account? My main chat account, so I don't lie everything back to this channel. Okay, cool. All right, Mike, either way, I'll recognize that it's you on either chat. Let's see. Lolita say Chuck will get 20 million with his contract. I know that's insane money, but in some ways he deserves it. He really is like one of the kind, generational talent in broadcasting. And I love Charles. I say, listen, man, let's stop hating when people get big bags. They deserve them. If somebody's willing to give them a big bag like that and stuff like that, hey, you go. I'm not hating that. It's just jealousy sometimes when people say, why does he get so much money for what he does? Well, he's earned it, or TNT wouldn't pay him that. Raymond saying, you can't comment twice, Logical. I'm not going to be, I don't know if you're not even on the scoreboard for the points. So if you want to play trivia under Mike G, I'll put you on under Mike G or Logical. I don't know. It'd be too confusing to try and separate them. And on that note, let's go into the trivia, y'all. Let's see. Yeah. Cool Cat saying, I thought Chuck said he was retiring. I don't blame him for unretiring. He shouldn't retire. He's got such an easy job and he loves it and people love him and he's so good at it. He's not going to, the person that's going to retire first will be Ernie. And a lot of that has to do with his different health issues he's had over the years and stuff like that. Ernie Johnson's going to sign a long-term contract right now. Charles Barkley will too. Because Ernie, yeah, I worry about Ernie because like he was really close to dying in recent years because of his, I think he had cancer or something like that, something really serious. But he's okay now, and that's good. That's so beautiful that Ernie Johnson's getting one of these long-term contracts too, because we just want him to be healthy and to continue what he does because they're so awesome. They are just such good synergy. Like they're so good for basketball. They really are. They're real. They're like me. They talk like I do up there. They're just real. That's why we love them so much. All right, let's do the trivia. It's 40 minutes in. Usually only take 10 minutes, but I guess we need the extra half hour real quick. All right, so what is Alvin Williams' middle name? All right, there you go, Raymond Jacob. You're ready. You have it all typed in. Just go ahead and hit it. There you go. It's Leon. That's right. I knew Raymond Jacob was getting that one. His middle name is Leon. That's right. I really did feel like I wanted to do Alvin because we're starting the season, and he's such a big part of our broadcasting team at this point, doing half the games and stuff. So it's important to honor Alvin Williams with the classic Jurassic trivia. All right, here we go. What numbers has Alvin worn other than this number 20 that's sitting over my shoulder? That's a signed Alvin Williams jersey behind me. So we know what we're talking about here. What are the other numbers he's worn? What are the other numbers he's worn? Well, Cool Cat, they're usually playing with Wikipedia or other sources open. It is an open book test. So, yeah, this is how they do it. Let's see. I'm gonna stick with that one for promotion, and it'll save some of the confusion too, Mike, and stuff like that. Because we're gonna get you up there. We're gonna get you up there. I know you started just recently, not too long ago, with your channel, so we'll get you up there. Okay, Raymond, you're gonna get 21. Raymond, 21 is a number he wore. Shanky said 21 after you. Raymond, you're going to get 22. This may be the day of Raymond Jacob. I don't see David S. involved here. Cool Cat 9 is not one of his numbers. And Shanky's going to get the last one. 24 is the other one. There were 3 other numbers, and they're all in 20s: 20, 21, 22, 24. But 20, that was his regular, most important number and stuff like that. So, yeah, 20, 21, 22, 24. Good job, guys. Shanky, you get one of them, and Raymond gets 2. All right, real easy one. What is Alvin's nickname? What is his nickname, y'all? Do you guys know his nickname? What is Alvin Williams' nickname? This is what they called him when he played with his teammates. That's not right, Cool Cat. You got to spell that correctly. There you go. We give you that one. It is Boogie. Some people say, oh, Boogie, that's DeMarcus Cousins. Fuck that. It's not DeMarcus Cousins in Toronto. That is Alvin Williams when you say Boogie. That's Alvin Boogie Williams. That's right. They'll call him Boogie. Sometimes Matt Devlin will call him Boogie in the trailcast. Okay, Boogie. The people will be like, what? What did he say? Boogie? Boogie? You knew that from olden days. Well, very much. I am glad you got the points, Cool Cat, as an old school Raptor freak, that you knew it from the olden days. That is his nickname. Because that's not actually on the Wikipedia. So you know what? You had an advantage from your old school knowledge, because I don't think that that's actually written anywhere in what I looked. That's just from us remembering and knowing. So very cool to see Cool Cat get that one. All right, next question. Question number 4. What was Alvin's high school team? What was the high school he went to? Alvin Williams in Philadelphia. I'm not even going to ask that question. Everybody knows he's from Philly. What was his high school team in Philadelphia? That's it, Shanky. You got it. It's Germantown Academy is where he played in high school, Alvin Williams. Germantown. That's right. We have walls, and you can only come in if you're German. We are like Switzerland. I don't know. Germantown. All right, let's keep going. What is Alvin Williams's astrological sign, y'all? Cool Cat, you might like this one. What is Alvin Williams' astrological sign? We'll do Doug Christie at some point. Trust me, he'll get done. Virgo's wrong, Raymond Jacob. Cool Cat got it. Is Leo. He is a Leo. He is born in the beginning of August. So he is a Leo, the lion, a family cat. He'll eat you out of house and home as quick as that. That's the Roman Holidays cartoon song. I love that cartoon. It's so awesome. Roman Holidays. An Inch High, Private Eye, USA Cartoon Express. Okay, yeah, it's Leo. It's not Libra. You live near Christie Pitts. That's why you like Doug Christie? He has nothing to do with the Christie Pitts. Next thing you know, you'll be talking about cookies having to do with Doug Christie or something like that. Yeah. Okay, Cool Cat found the secret. Okay, here we go. Darn, that's what I meant. Raymond, you fighting on an astrological question. Okay, excuse me. All right, wait, let me get me water real quick. Jeez. All right, we're going to be on question number 6. Okay, what is the mascot of Alvin's alma mater? What was the mascot of his alma mater? You need to know what an alma mater is. And then you got to know what his alma mater was. And then you got to know what the mascot of his alma mater was. And Tom Duke's got it. It's Wildcat. The Villanova Wildcats. Tom Duke on the board. Tom Duke original. Getting his points. He always gets at least one. At least one he gets. That's right. Let's see. Christie Pitts was an epic park for you when you were a kid. That's cool. It seems like a pretty cool park to live near when you're a kid. I was there once, and they had a fireworks war while I was there. People were shooting Roman candles at each other. It was very dangerous, very stupid what was going on there that night. Very bad. Okay, Joseph Starks is here, Raptor Freak Joseph Starks, and he's speaking German to us. Guten Morgen, Friar Raptors. God, it feels good to be here with y'all. Yes, Joseph Starks, a real one out on the West Coast, Raptor Freak. We love you, Joseph Starks. And tomorrow is the day. It's like some people were like posting on these memes about it being like Christmas Eve for Christmas because the NBA season starts today. They're all like going to bed. Don't forget to put out the milk and cookies for Adam Silver tonight. It's like, what? I hope Adam Silver's not coming in my house. I have a gun for him. No, I don't have a gun. I don't own a gun, but I'm so happy you're here too, Joseph. And we are giddy this week. This is just a happy time. It's NBA season. It's starting. Tom Duke got his one. Okay, Logical knew that one. You just got to be quick. It's a combination of things here. And it really is this timestamp. Cool Cat saying Lowry went to Villanova. That's right. That's why him and Alvin are so close. They've been very close for a long time. Alvin Williams is a mentor to Kyle Lowry, you guys. That's another reason why you should love Alvin Williams, because he helped smooth Kyle Lowry being on the Raptors into being okay. Like, if Alvin hadn't been here, he was actually on the team at that time as an assistant coach. He actually helped a lot with getting Kyle Lowry kind of, let's just say, domesticated. He was a wild player, like a wild person, a wild man as far as like his attitudes and just his behavior. And we got him a little more like domesticated and able to play within a system and not be issues and stuff like that. That partly was because of Alvin Williams. Shane Waters, bam, to Tom, the West Coast Raptor Freaks in the house. Let's see. Logical is saying, damn, mobile delay. Not like this is all good at all. Yeah, there's going to be a little bit of delays in different places for different people. Joseph Starks, look at the West Coast Raptor Freaks are in effect between Calgary and Victoria. We got like 4 of the West Coasters out here today. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So pretty. So pretty. Pretty, your pretty face. I miss your pretty face. Yeah. All right, let's see. Tomorrow's a big, big day. I love it. All right, let's keep going. I'm getting distracted. We got to get on this trivia track. All right. Who was the most notable college teammate of Alvin Williams when he was at Villanova? Who was the most notable teammate that was on his team that played in the NBA? Yeah. Who was his teammate that was famous and played in the NBA at Villanova? Yeah. Who was it? Who was that? Who knows? Who knows who it was? Do you guys know who his teammate was that played in the NBA? It was probably the most famous teammate he had at Villanova when he played on the Villanova Wildcats. He had a teammate who made the NBA. Actually, maybe had a better career than him in the NBA. I don't know. It's comparable. Maybe they're very even as far as their NBA careers. I want to see if anybody gets this. Nobody's figuring this out yet. Foy? Randy Foy. No, it's not Randy Foy. That's a good guess. Shanky got it. It's Tim Thomas. Tim Thomas, who played on the Bucks for many years and a couple different other places. I think he was on Golden State too. Yeah, Tim Thomas was a Villanova Wildcat at the same time as Alvin Williams, and they were very good teammates and friends. That's right. Tim Thomas is the answer. All right, question number 8. In the 1997 NCAA tournament, what future NFL All-Pro defeated Villanova with Alvin Williams and Tim Thomas? What future NFL pro was on a basketball team that beat Villanova in the NCAA tournament in 1997? Who was it? The Tool Man Taylor? No, it's not Tim Thomas. That's Tim Allen. Isn't that Tim Allen? Tim Allen. And it's like Thomas is the son, the actor Thomas. Yeah, Tony Gonzalez is the answer. Joseph Starks got it. Yeah, did you know that off the top of your head, Joseph Starks? Because yeah, that's interesting. Tony Gonzalez, All-Pro tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, he played in the NCAA tournament and he beat Alvin in Villanova and put them out. Yeah. You knew that off the top of your head. That's awesome, Joseph. That's very impressive. I love that. I love that you knew that. All right, next one. Question number 9. It's your question, Raymond Jacob. How much money did Alvin Williams make in the NBA on his contracts over his whole entire career? How much money did Alvin Williams make his whole entire career on NBA contracts? 43 million's a little high, 50 million's a little high, 38's a little low, 60's a little high, 40's a little low, 48 is a little high, 39's a little low, 42 is right. Shane Waters is on the board. 42 million is the right answer. It's actually 41.7. Well, we rounded it up. And Shane Waters is getting the points today. Look at that. Shane Waters is back on the points get on the board. I know you have some points from before, but you have not scored in a while, Shane. So we're happy to see you get some points today. West Coast Raptor freaks are really showing up with Joseph, Tom, and Shane all scoring today. Look out. Victoria, the force is strong in Victoria today. Yes, very much. Very, very much. Shane Waters, 42 million is the right answer. Good job. All right. When Alvin Williams was almost traded to the Boston Celtics in 2000, he was actually traded to the Celtics, but they voided the deal. Who was the other person in the deal that was going to get sent from the Raptors to the Celtics in that deal that did not go through? It got nulled and void, and I'm so happy it did. I would hated to see Alvin Williams wearing Boston Celtic green. Who was in that deal with him that got canceled? Anthony Davis? No, that's too recent. You mean Antonio Davis? Charles Oakley's not right. No. This is somebody who's actually involved in the NBA today. It's very interesting and stuff like that. But yeah, he got traded to the Celtics in the middle of the season. It's kind of like Kyle Lowry. He got traded to New York, and then the deal fell through, and we ended up having to keep him. This is so good when we have these Villanova point guards that we try to deal, and then the deal doesn't go through, and they stay with us. It's so serendipitously better. The trade didn't go through. All right, let's see. Gary Trent Sr. is not right. Damon Stoudemire is not right. This is somebody we forget was even a Raptor. And it's kind of funny with who he is now. Yeah, Joseph Starks got it. It's Sean Marks, the general manager of the Brooklyn Nets, was on the Raptors at one point, guys. And he was actually traded to Boston with Alvin. But then the deal got voided, and he ended up staying and stuff like that. So Sean Marks. Yeah, because Stoudemire was gone because Stoudemire got traded for Alvin. You can't have Stoudemire and Alvin on the same Raptor team because they were traded for each other. That was really kind of a symbolic switch. We had our very first rookie point guard who was rookie of the year, who was really the very beginning expansion years. And then when he was traded to Portland for Walt Williams and Alvin Williams, that really was signifying a switch in the team from the Damon Stoudemire era to the Alvin Williams era, which was kind of really the Vince Carter era also. Stuff like that. Sean Marks was a Raptor as a player. Yes, he was. He was right around there. And he was very much a bench white guy center at the very end of the bench, big Australian center. And he wasn't around for very long, but he was technically a Toronto Raptor in his past life. That's right, Sean Marks. Yeah, people don't always remember that or realize that. All right, next one. Who got that one? It was Joseph. Joseph Starks got that one. I got to make sure I give him the points. Good job. All right, next two questions, or next question with two answers. Who drafted Alvin and at what number pick? Who drafted Alvin Williams? What team? And what was the pick number that he got drafted at? Let's see who gets this one first. Which NBA team was proud to select Alvin Williams? Logical 34th pick is wrong. Shanky's got the pick. It's the 47th pick in the second round. That is where Alvin was picked. He was picked after God Sham God. And the Blazers is right, too. Shanky's getting both those answers to 50 points for both of them. He was picked 47th in the second round. That's way even after Koloko. And he was picked after people like God Sham God and people like that didn't do anything. In fact, he was one of the best players from his draft for value, being picked at 47th by the Portland Trail Blazers. That's right, Omari Parson. Not picks number 17, but yeah, Portland Trail Blazers is the right answer. Good stuff, yeah. He did come with Gary Trent. Gary Trent was in that deal also. Yep, that's right. Okay, let's see. Question number 12. Who did the Raptors acquire that led to Alvin Williams getting waived in 2006? What player did we add to our team? And then we said, I'm sorry, Alvin, this is the end of the road with us. We got to make room for this player on our roster. We have to waive you. It was kind of sad. Too bad. Yeah. God Sham God was good for a little while, but he didn't stick around. He was an amazing, ball handler. His dribbles were incredible. Shanky's got it. It's Fred Jones, former slam dunk champion. Fred Jones was the person that they dropped Alvin to make room for and stuff like that. I don't know. At that time, I was very upset about it. I didn't think Fred Jones was anything that special, and it kind of made me upset because I really loved Alvin. He was my favorite Raptor. stuff like that. Click saying, damn, the Hornets are a shit show. Might be the worst in the league as of right now. Well, I got them at the bottom for the Eastern Conference this year. I don't know. The West is going to have some pretty bad teams. Omari's saying Jose Calderon. No, it wasn't Jose, but we like his mention in this chat when his name shows up. It's very awesome. All right, next question. Question number 13 out of 18. Other than being a Raptors assistant coach for 3 years after he retired, what other job in the Raptors organization did Alvin Williams have? What other job title did Alvin Williams have after he retired? He was an assistant coach for 3 years, and then he took a different job title after that and stuff like that. So busy, but still commenting. Chuck Swirsky finally released his books. Host? Yeah, no, we're not counting the job he's doing right now. He was actually doing another job for the Raptors. And it's a little bit more than a scout, Omari. You're on the right path. Okay, Cool Cat, give me one more word that goes with what you wrote in there, because you're right. I just want one more word. Stand-up comedy. There isn't a comedian named Alvin Williams, but it's not him. It's another dude. Director of player development. That's right. That's exactly right. Cool Cat got it. He was the director of player development. It was really like, I think it was around like 2012. He was the player development, director of player development for the Raptors. Yeah, there is a stand-up comedian named Alvin Williams, Raymond Jacob, and stuff like that. It's hilarious. But yeah, he was the director of player development for the Raptors franchise in the front office for a little while. That's a really important job, and kind of cool that he had it for a little bit. But he was an assistant coach for 3 years also, David. Yeah. All right, next question. What is Alvin's career high point total for a single game in his career? What is the most points he ever scored in one single game in his NBA career? What was his career high that he scored in a game? 13 is too low. 30 is too low. 37 is too high. 40 is too high. As long as I don't lose points for a wrong answer. No, it's not Jeopardy. 24 is too low. 42 is too high. 25 is too low, 34 is too high, 35 is too high, 38 is too high, 35 is too high, 33 is too high, 32 is right. Raymond Jacob got it. It is 32. It's just this high-low game like on Price is Right. Somebody's going to get it at some point, but Raymond got it. It's 32 points. That is the highest point total that Alvin Williams ever scored in an NBA game. It was a 32 game. Stuff like that. Yeah, good stuff. All right, next one. What year did Alvin Williams start working at Sportsnet, at Rogers Sportsnet? When did he first become an employee for Rogers Sportsnet? What year was it? And this may illuminate some reasons why he's in the broadcast team right now, so you guys will understand. What year did he start at Sportsnet? Raymond's got it. It's 2015. That is exactly right. So he's been with Sportsnet for 7 years, and he's been an expert. He's done all the different jobs. He's done the job like Sam Mitchell and Leo Routens at the beginning of the game, sitting in the middle and talking. He's done like sideline reporting. He's done like being a special correspondent for Rogers Sportsnet. And it's just a logical progression of him going from those different jobs to going and doing what he's doing right now as the color analyst. So yeah, this was always in the plans. They've been developing him, much like Fred's developed Malachi as a point guard underneath him. They've been developing Alvin to be who he is now, next to Matt Devlin as the color analyst and stuff like that. 2015 is the correct answer. Okay, so what ESPN reality show was Alvin Williams a contestant on in 2006? You know, there were so many reality shows in the 2000s. ESPN got in on it, and they had a little reality show where they had different athletes competing on it. And Alvin was the second person who had to leave the show. So Love and Basketball? No, that's not the name of the show. Dream Job is the name of the show. And I'm not even sure what the show's premise was exactly. It probably was something like the athletes have to go and do regular jobs or something like that. And I don't know. Pros versus Joes is a good answer, but it's not that. It's Dream Job. That was the name of the show. Yeah, maybe I can find the old episodes or something like that somewhere. All right, 2 more questions, guys, and we're done with trivia for the day. Who played the most games with Alvin Williams as a teammate? Who do you guys think played the most games with Alvin Williams as a teammate in his career? Who had the most games played beside him as a teammate? over his whole entire career? This is a new question we've been doing. It's a lot of fun. Shanky's got it right away. It is Vince Carter. Vince Carter was the person who played the most games as a teammate with Alvin Williams, and it was pretty much mostly here in Toronto, obviously. And part of it is that their careers in Toronto really overlap very well with each other. You know, the 6 years or so like that, and that's really a big part of it. It was Vince. It's Vince. All right, on the flip side, guys, here's the new question I'm debuting today. Who played as an opponent in the most games against Alvin Williams? Who do you guys think ended up being an opponent on the other side the most against him in his whole entire career? This is going to be a little tougher and a little bit more different. Yeah, who do you think it was? Iverson's a good guess. He's actually number 2 on the list. He's not number 1, though. Iverson's number 2, Raymond Jacobs. Very close. Iverson is number 2. Kobe Bryant is not the answer. Sean Bradley is not the answer. Allen Iverson is very close to the answer. It's a teammate of Allen Iverson, so that may give it away a little bit. It's just pretty wide open, so it may be tough to see. Iverson was second on this list. Tim Duncan, no. Jordan, no. Chauncey Billups is on this list, but he's not number 1. He's near the top, though. John Starks, no. Stoudemire, Aaron McKee. Omari Parsons got it. It is Aaron McKee. Aaron McKee is the person who played the most games against Alvin Williams over his career. Did the clue about him being close to Iverson give it away, Omari? Because that was a good job. It is Aaron McKee. Good job. All right. Good to see so many different names on the list today. I mean, we have a lot of different people that score today. Where are you, David S.? Well, you know what? Maybe you guys are going to catch up on him a little bit. Shanky, you're going to catch up on David S. a bit today. This is really good. This is really, really good. All right, so I'll add up all the points totals and give you guys the new standings shortly in the comments after we get off here and stuff like that. Let me just see. What else I want? All right, let me just read a little bit more about the Nick Nurse event last night. This is from Entertainment Canada. Entertainment Tonight Canada. Nick Nurse is putting on a show. The Raptors head coach is hosting an evening of music in support of the Nick Nurse Foundation on Monday, October 17th in Toronto. Performers set to appear at the event include R&B artist Neo, the New Power Generation, who are backing band of the late Prince, CK, and Francesco Yates. The event will benefit the foundation's Music Labs, which works to improve the lives of children through music, sports, and education. The organization also supports programs and social justice initiatives to empower young people and families from underrepresented communities and provide them the resources necessary to becoming positive contributors to society. Neo is currently on tour, having made recently a series of stops in the UK with shows planned in Jakarta and more in the coming months. Where are you, Darren? We miss you, Darren, from Jakarta. Yeah, I just wanted to read that little blip from Entertainment Tonight, Canada. Let's see. I love NPG and Nick Nurse bandmates now. I think he is an unofficial member of Prince's old band now at this point. That Nick Nurse is a part of their band at this point. They just love him. They hit it off so well. And like, it's got to be a dream for him that he gets to play with Prince's friends that he used to play with and stuff like that. He can find out so much cool stuff from the New Power Generation. It's like, what? Well, tell me some more Prince stories, y'all. And not just the ones that I've learned from Dave Chappelle's show. Please tell me more. Like, yeah, I know he likes to make waffles and play basketball. But yeah, tell me more about Prince. He's probably finding out all kinds of crazy stuff about Prince and stuff like that. Logical Raptors fan is saying the team that took a game from Shaq and Kobe when they went 12-0 in the first 3 rounds and game 1, that Ty Lue pick is taken. Yeah, that was an interesting year, 2001. It's too bad that Vince didn't make the shot. There could have been a lot of different things that happened that year in some ways if Vince had just made that shot. Ooh, I was in the building, and man, I worked at the building that time. So I was at most of those games, the home games, all the home games with the Philly series. I was there and very close to them. So Joseph Stark saying, did anyone notice how the Raptors show with Will Lou just came back without notice? It just like left. I had no clue they were on holidays. We all thought the show was canceled. They actually told us, Joseph Stark, so they're like, oh, we're going to go on break. Because it's like kind of like, I understand. It's a grind, doing stuff like what I do and what they do. And the content, they were really kind of like thinking, well, can I talk for hours about the Raptors if there's not really anything going on? And they thought probably not. So they did a very calculated move to take like all of August and September off for the most part. And now they're just back now. And they had Nick Nurse on yesterday. Fantastic. That's so awesome. I didn't listen to it yet. I should probably go listen to it just so I can hear what Nick's saying and stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people took the time off. I mean, Josh Lewenberg didn't tweet for a whole month because he got married and he was on his honeymoon and stuff like that. Well, they didn't have enough gumption like I did to just shovel in and make as much content as they could from anything, whether it's Rico Hines or whatever and stuff like that. So yeah, Cool Cat saying the show was on podcast only during the off season. Okay, they just weren't on TV and the radio, I guess. He got hurt, and that's why they got whooped. Mutombo. Yeah, Mutombo was a very important player of the Sixers at the time. Cool Cat saying Raptors show went back to its origin during the offseason podcast only and did their original Banter pod. Okay. Yeah, they were always doing stuff. Alex Wong, they were at the event last night. Alex Wong was in awe of Neo. Apparently, that's what Will Liu posted on his Twitter. It's like, this is the most I've ever seen him fan struck is over Neo. Okay. All right, Alex Wong. I like his Wongstradamus stuff. Like he's making these predictions and he has this whole Twitter account where he makes predictions. You guys are awesome. I really love Will Liu and Alex Wong. They're hilarious and stuff like that. All right, let me finish up. We're just over an hour. If you guys have any fantasy questions, just real quick, since we're starting up tonight, let me answer them if you have any. But otherwise, check your lineups. I've got one player playing for me tonight, and that's Draymond Green. It's going to be fun. I want to see how Draymond does tonight. What is he going to play? Is he going to even play? Is it going to be a problem? I don't know. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun to do this fantasy league with you guys this year. I have a feeling it's going to be a lot of fun because there's so many different personalities in this group that's playing the fantasy with us. And I love having Greg and Monique and Adriana and, Amari, all the different people that are involved. This is going to be a lot of fun. You guys better be ready. Check your lineup tonight, Cool Cat, and set it up. And get out everybody that you can play for tonight in there and stuff like that. Mess around with it for a little bit. Tom Duke, thank you for being here with me. Like I said, this is a two-way street, and without you guys, this is nothing. This channel is nothing. It's just me talking to camera. There's no chat function. It'd be just me talking to the camera, and that would be weird. It'd be very weird. Let's see. Yeah, I like the chat aspect too. It just kind of like it makes it a conversation. It makes like I get to know you guys. Like even though I don't hear you guys like you hear me, I very much get y'all's personalities from what you guys comment in the way you talk. Different. You guys have different personalities for sure, and I love it. I love it so much. Yeah, Cool Cat, check it out, and basically just make sure, like you'll see where it'll say, like if you have any Celtics, Sixers, Warriors, or Lakers, get them into the lineup for tonight, and make sure and put them in a specialty spot. Like I have Draymond Green playing tonight. I want to play him at center because I can start playing and getting the center position quota filled in, because that may be the toughest position to fill in sometimes. It's like center and stuff like that. And there's two positions at center, so you want to get them in there. Let's see. I thought the fantasy was something we would do on YouTube. Laugh out loud. Yeah, no, it's through Yahoo. That's just a great infrastructure. And you're going to find it's really valuable actually for like information on stats. In real-time stats too, because they have a really good stat tracker. I don't know if it's free. It may be free. It was free for many years, where you can actually watch all the games in real time, and it's actually really good to keep up with scores without the fantasy aspect of it and stuff like that. So let's say I got 4 playing tonight. Dizzy B's got 4 playing tonight. All right, let's get to it and let's see who's number 1 in the league after 4 teams play tonight in 2 games. And we'll see who's number 1 in the league, who does the best tonight. Having 4 people playing is pretty good. Yeah, let's go and look at your teams and tell me who you guys have playing tonight. You have Maxey and Wiseman. Those are 2 of who you got. Who are the other 2 you got, David? Because that's pretty good. Maxey's going to be fun. Wiseman showed a lot in preseason. He's finally growing all of a sudden. He's been hurt so much and so hyped, and like kind of getting overhyped for what he's done, but he's actually looked really good like recently. So Wiseman might actually be showing up for Golden State this year finally. stuff like that. All right, let's wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Please, if you enjoy my content, please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way you can help me. And let's. Oh, you got Feibel and Clay. You said Clay Thompson. Yeah, you're gonna have a good night tonight. You're gonna get a lot of stats tonight. Yeah. You didn't see Alex at the Nick Nurse event? He posted something at the red carpet of him taking a picture of all those media guys were there. Eric Smith was there. Both Will Lou and them were there too. Mason Culligan saying no other Toronto Raptors media talks to the people who listen. Watch their podcast and Raptors game. To me, I feel more at home here. Awesome. I appreciate that, Raptors freak Mulligan. Mason Culligan. Mulligan, I'm sorry. Mason Culligan. I'm so glad you found the channel and stuff like that and that you're here with us. It's awesome. All right, let's go tomorrow. Be the Cavaliers. Get that baby off our back. Little babies, little baby D's. Little baby D's. We're going to see some baby D's tomorrow. Baby Donovan, baby Darius. Little babies. Give them some baby food. Let's go, Raptors. Yeah.